What's up, Spikes? Welcome back to the Dragon Dome. We are... What, you don't like Dragon Dome?
No, I love Dragon Dome.
Thank you, Dad. We are playing Tarkir Dragonstorm Brews. This is the final countdown.
Oh,
4 of them.
counting down.
So the winner from this will join the other 3 in our championship game. So if you haven't watched the other games, go back and do that. Then come here, because otherwise there's like spoilers all over the place and stuff. Also, before we get started, gotta shout out our lovely sponsors of the channel. First, GameGenic. Playmats. Deck boxes. Boxes for your deck boxes. Sleeves, even if you don't play Magic the Gathering. They've got all sorts of board game accessories for you. Check out your local game store. Ask if they have GameGenic products. And if they don't, ask them nicely to get some in. Tell them the Spikes sent you. Secondly, Burrito Splendido. They feed the Spikes yummy, yummy burritos and guac and chips and everything delicious if you are in Winnipeg or the Manitoba area. Go check them out at one of those locations. Tell them the Spikes sent you.
Tell them GameGenic sent you.
Ooh, good. And lastly, I'm Elliot. I'm playing Felothar, Dawn of the Abzan. This is a little bit +1/+1 counters, a little bit aristocrats. Felothar sacrifices a non-land permanent when he enters or attacks to put a counter on everything I control. So that's why it's a little bit aristocrats, a little bit you want to get value off of the thing that you sacrifice to buff your board of idiots. And then I'm going to smack.
Hi, I'm Jan. Today I'm also playing Abzan, and I'm playing Betor, Betor. What? Just tell us in the comments what it's pronounced.
Hey, Betor.
Yeah, sure. That's what
Tough.
Phil said.
Copyright struck for that. It was too good.
Kin to all. Legendary Spirit Dragon cares about the big booties. Has a whole lot of text. Count up my toughness at my end step. Do different things, and maybe there's a couple Doran siege tower type effects to like get in, just like booty bash people. Like in Smash Bros, like Peach, like yeah.
That's not where I thought you were going.
That's like even at PG-13. That's my goal. I'm gonna Peach butt smash everybody off of my arena and be the last man standing.
The Dragon Dome.
The P in PG stands for Peach. Hello, I'm Bill, and today I'm playing Kotis, the Fang Keeper. This is a Sultai guy who likes to attack people and steal their things, just like on contact, steal stuff. So whenever Kotis deals combat damage to a player, I get to exile that many cards from the top of their library, and then I can cast any amount of them from the revealed cards that is less than the amount of damage that was dealt. Yeah. X or less, where X is the amount of damage dealt. Yep. So hopefully, I'm going to be able to suit up this dude, punch my friends, and take their teeth right out of their head.
No, my teeth.
He got work done.
That's true. An expensive set of choppers. Hello, everybody. I'm Jim. And today I'm playing Teval, Arbiter of Virtue. This is maybe my favorite legendary in the entire set, which is very cool. Super cool design. The idea behind this deck is it gives the stuff in my graveyard delve.
Surely that's not.
Sorry. It doesn't give the stuff in my graveyard delve. It just gives my spells delve. I lied.
Yeah.
But it's got a huge downside, which is I got to pay life for all the spells that I cast, which is wild. The idea behind this deck is I'm going to be self-milling a lot and then using my graveyard as an additional resource to kind of stand in for mana. It's got lots of X spells. It's got lots of big beaters. Not that kind of beater.
Big beater.
Let's crack into our sidekick quiz.
I'm going to draw for my turn. And I've got a tapped Temple Garden. And I'll pass.
All right. So I'm also going to draw for my turn. Ooh. I'm going to play this Lush Portico.
Lush Portico.
I'm going to surveil one. I'll keep that on top.
His line is so much better than mine. He gets to time walk.
I do.
I'm going to play this Morphic Pool while I still have opponents, and I'll pass.
Okay. Draw card. I'm going to play this Forest and pass.
Untap. I'm going to draw for my second turn. I'm going to announce that every time. I already forgot what turn it is. I will play this Wastewood Verge. Good deck building. I have a forest, so it taps for a green or a black.
No way.
But I will not be tapping it this turn. I will just be passing.
Okay. So you could just play it untapped. That's good. Sounds good. I'm going to play a tapped Overgrown 2. Pass. We don't like. This is not the fast colors of mana.
No, we're both Abzan though.
Exactly.
On turn 2.
We're both Sultai.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Team Abzan.
Yeah.
Oh, which one of these do I want to cast? I'm going to play this Land of War Wastes as my land for the turn. I'm going to tap it for a black, paying a life.
First.
Going to 39. And then tapping this Morphic Pool for a blue. I'm going to cast Constructed Format All-Star Psychic Frog.
Oh, jeez.
This is a 1/2. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, I draw a card. And then I can do some other things. I'll pass.
Just some other things. Just some no big deal things.
Draw card. I'm going to play a swamp and tap 2 to cast Balloon Tender.
Oh, that's a nice one.
It is. And I'm going to pass.
Balloon Tender.
Balloon Tender. The Jolly Balloon Tender.
Do not like. Draw for turn. You know what? Why not? I've also got this Hushwood Verge. Hushword Verge.
The word.
And then I've got a green. 2 other colors of mana. This one, surely nothing broken gonna happen when I put a counter on this or my entire board. This is Kodama of the West Tree. It's a 3/3 with reach. It says modified creatures I control have trample. Equipment, auras, and counters are modifications. And whenever a modified creature I control deals combat damage to a player, rampant growth.
Oh.
I should probably put a blocker.
You're going to sacrifice that to your commander, right?
I sure am.
Yeah, nice.
I feel like I need a blocker. There's a lot of stuff going on that I don't like. Well, let's play an isolated chapel. I have a swamp
And a plains.
and a plains.
Whoa,
Yeah,
busted.
that's the other one.
It actually comes into play tapped again. Because you control
Detained.
Untapped. Yeah, detained. Comes into play face down. Yes. I'm going to play Doran, the Siege Tower.
the original
The
big booty.
original.
Each
Big booty
creature?
bird.
Each creature
This is a 2/2 now.
assigns combat equal to its toughness
Oh,
rather
that
than its power.
signs 3 now.
Yeah. And
astronaut me. Always has.
All right, I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. I'm going to move to combat.
block.
He can give it flying by discarding a card.
No, I can put a +1/+1 counter on it by discarding a card. I can give it flying by exiling 3 cards from my graveyard.
Oh, okay. He's probably not doing that one.
So you
then.
can't.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm going to declare an attack at Jim for 2
Take 2.
with Psychic Frog.
We never even thought about it.
38.
38. Trigger, draw a card.
Must be nice.
I will tap 2 mana, Land or Waste just for a colorless, to play this Talisman of Resilience to ensure that I hit my land drop still, and I will pass.
Okay.
Kind of. Following in your brother's footsteps there, brother.
This was a good enough hand if I drew another land.
What are we following in what?
Followed footsteps.
2 lands. 2 lands LePage.
Well, I'm playing a third. It's also a perfect.
I was gonna say, I love how like we're sitting here with all these dual lands
What
and
the
heck?
Jim's
Perfect
just
lands.
like
Yeah,
basic.
Jim
I'm,
loves
I'm
basics.
crushing all of you. Skull Prophet. That's a dork.
And
then I'm going to tap my Bloom Tender for green black to cast Nature's Lore.
Oh my god.
He's popping off.
I'm going to get this Underground Mortuary tapped, and that's going to let me surveil.
Oh my god.
Oh, to the graveyard. Hedge maze. Goodbye.
Oh, another surveil though.
He time walked us. That's crazy.
I sure did. I'm going to pass.
Alrighty. I will untap. I'm looking for a modification for the homie here. Let's draw for turn. All right. This one might look a little loose. I'm going to play this tapped Godless Shrine.
Okay.
I'm going to pay Abzan. I'm going to cast Felothar, Dawn of the Abzan. ETB.
Yes.
I'm going to sacrifice Felothar, Dawn of the Abzan.
I love pay 3 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature.
I'm just a big fan of the like in-game narrative implications of this. You're like, hey, Felothar. What's up?
What's up?
I'm out of here.
So actually, bye.
Never mind.
Assuming no effects here, I'm going to make this thing a 4/4.
Sure.
All right, attack Bill. Please take 4.
Yeah.
I would like to not have that come away from Jim's life, actually. And then Rampant Growth.
Yep.
My Rampant Growth will find me Forest. I can cast Felothar again next turn. I'm a genius.
Make it a
Pass.
5/5 trade Siege Tower. Moment on tap.
Crazy
Can't let that
stuff.
happen. I'd like to tap again for Abzan. Play my second door in the Siege Tower. No.
Yeah!
Well, I'm going to play Selvala, Explorer Return.
Oh, wow.
I
Is
like
this-
that one.
Sure.
My parlay's about to hit.
Then I will play a Selesnya Sanctum tapped. I'll return this isolated chapel. I'll just pass.
Just gonna pass.
Sounds like
It's a good blocker. It's a couple good blockers, actually. Yeah.
I'm not going to get rocked by this tree.
I make it a trees. We got a truce going on.
Let's move directly to combat and attack Elliot for 1. Or sorry, 2.
No effects.
All right, so that'll trigger my Psychic Frog. Draw a card. Unfortunate for me. Okay, so if I have to discard anyway, I might as well discard to the Psychic Frog and make it bigger. Because I currently have 9 cards in my hand,
Jeez.
and none of them are lands. So I will activate Psychic Frog, discarding Orochi Soul Reaver, as well as this Negate. So that'll put 2 +1/+1 counters on my Psychic Frog.
Forge.
Uh-oh.
Then I will pass the turn.
It's
Glad he didn't do that in combat.
That deals 4 damage.
It's a 4/4 now.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to be able to use my mana on something.
Yeah, well, don't you look dumb.
Just
I'll draw
always.
I'm going to play this high market. I think I'm going to cast my commander.
You have 6 already? Early.
It's
5.
This is 5.
Also,
Everything's
yes,
bad.
So much.
Oh yeah, Bloomtender, Skullbrovet.
I still have 4 left over after this resolves.
Yeah, you got it.
It's a 6/6 flying lifelink. It says spells I cast have delve, which means that I can exile stuff from my graveyard to pay for generic costs. And then whenever I cast a spell, I lose a life equal to its mana value. Resolves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do much of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass.
Instance. Untap.
Dig through time.
Someone who doesn't know about instance yet. Oh,
This is great. Shields down.
Yeah, she's there.
Logic not.
draw for turn. Oh, that's a good one.
I think it was a good one.
It might have been a good one.
I would play an isolated. Oh, you bounced yours. No.
We are no longer friends.
Not a good one.
Yeah.
This one is a spicy one, but I didn't build this deck, so I'm going to tap 6.
Oh, God.
I'm going to try to cast Vorinclex Monstrous Raider.
My Psychic Frog.
Yeah, so it's a 6/6 with.
You gotta respond, man. Just dump your whole hand into the Psychic Frog and kill Elliot.
Yeah.
That's literally all you can do at this point.
With Trample and Haste. If I would put 1 or more counters on a permanent player, I get twice that many, and if an opponent would, they get half that many.
Yep.
Man, I can't do anything about it.
Unfortunately, he is not also modified currently, so I'll just go to combat. I will just attack Bill again for 4. Bill to 31.
31.
Rampant Growth.
Yeah.
This time, my Rampant Growth is going to get me Plains.
Nice.
Pass the turn.
All right, I'm going to untap. Well, I'm going to play this Untapped Godless Shrine because I don't want to be at 40 anymore. I feel like it puts too much of a target on my back. I'm going to activate Sylvala. I'd like to parlay.
Baleful
Corpse Jack
Corpse
Menace.
Jack Menace. I got a flump.
Nice.
We need to worry about Elliot.
So
No, surely you don't.
3 green. Well, I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to cast Flump.
Ooh.
that's the guy.
That's actually
3.
3.
I have a green floating.
Yeah.
And I will spend 2 of these. I'll have another green floating.
Whoa, you're crazy.
Constantly
Crazy.
floating.
I don't know. I'm going to go white and a black. I'm going to cast Betor. Betor.
Nice.
Betor.
Oh, God.
Don't
7,
even count.
12.
It's 20. Just chill out.
It is 20?
It's 20 already.
Untap Sylvala.
I think I'd like to move to my end step. Oh, I should attack nobody. I just don't want to pick on Bill. It feels mean.
I love picking on Bill, so.
Yeah, everybody else is going to pick on Bill. So I'm just going to move to my end step. And I have Trigger.
Yep.
In response to your trigger.
Bill, I didn't attack you.
I know. I'm just saying, in response to your trigger, I'm flashing in Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel because he has flash.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Cool. So if creatures I control total toughness 10 or greater, I believe it is more than 10.
Yes.
I draw a card. Then if it is 20 or greater, I untap each creature I control. I think it's exactly 20. 4, 8, 13, 20.
Yeah, wow.
Untap.
Wow, I should have attacked. It was free.
pretty good.
It's gonna
Yeah, I know. It's not 40 or greater, so I don't have everybody's life totals.
Yeah.
Continue ending my turn.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, I'll untap. I'll draw a card.
I see now why you were upset about this Vorinclex. The Malcolm does not get
Doesn't get chorus
the,
counter.
the chorus counter.
Yeah.
We did it.
I found a 4th land. Yavimaya Coast.
Nice.
You're welcome.
I found a 4th mana.
Yeah.
I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to attack Elliot for 1 in the air with Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel.
So he goes to 37?
Hang on! I'm declaring an attack.
Yeah, my guy has trample and haste, but not reach. So.
I'm going to tap Yavimai Coast and Llanowar Wastes for colorless. I have to tap this for a black and Morphic Pool for a blue. I'm going to ninjutsu in this Fallen Shinobi. So this is a 5/4, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles the top 2 cards of their library. Until end of turn, I may play those cards without paying their mana cost.
So it takes 4.
I had to sneeze through all that. And as soon as I told you to stop, I don't have to sneeze anymore. Okay.
So yes, it will be for 4 thanks to Doran.
Nice, okay.
Yes.
34, and it's the top 2?
Top 2, and I can play them for free, so they better be good.
The Ozolith.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
Kami of Whispered Hopes. Those are ones that I would have liked.
Interesting. Okay. Wait a second. Kami of Whispered Hopes modifies the number of counters. So does this.
Yep.
Psychic Frog back online, baby. 2 halved is 1.
So it is...
It's a replacement effect.
Yeah, it is a replacement effect. Just for the comments.
Yes.
There's an interesting situation that happens when 2 replacement effects try to replace the same event.
Yep.
Okay? And the way that that's going to work out for the rest of this
learning this
game
for the first
and
time.
in every game is the player who is affected, or the owner, or sorry, the controller of the permanent who's affected, gets to choose what order they get applied in.
Yep.
So, in the case of Psychic Frog, Bill gets to choose the order, in which case he would very likely double and then have it halved.
Yeah.
Because if it went halved, then there would be nothing to double, right? But if it was Elliot's creature that was affected by both of these things, then Bill would probably have it go the other way around. Or if it was Jan's creature or something like that.
Sure.
But
Got it.
he's going to apply them favorably to him whenever it's him or one of his permanents
Yes.
that's being affected.
Yeah.
Which is to say, Psychic Frog back online, baby.
That was a very fortuitous flip.
It was not bad. That was 2 spells. And yeah, I'll pass the turn after that.
The Ozolith is not great now, though.
No, not really.
No, it's fine, right?
Would we put on
just
just +1/+1 counters?
This is fine as long as it's more than one.
Yeah, but my chorus counters.
In your end step, I'm going to mill 2.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm milling Exsanguinate and Awaken the Honored Dead. Okay, I'm going to untap and draw a card. I'm going to play a Phyrexian Tower. Then I think I'm going to move to combat. Jan, you got any flyers or reachers? You do.
I do. I have a flyer and another flyer.
What about Elliot?
Elliot does
Trample
not.
haste.
Elliot, how would you like to take 6 in the air?
Well, Bill doesn't either.
So that's a...
get
So
flying.
28.
28.
Elliot goes to 28. It's got lifelink, so I'm going to
Give
go
it flying
to...
and make it bigger than that.
Yeah, 44.
So I'm going to go to 44. Then post-combat main, I'm going to do something that's going to make Aaron very happy. He built this deck and told me to cast this creature.
Oh,
So I'm going to tap 8 and cast Platinum Empyrean. So notably, the Teval trigger still happens because it happens on cast, so I will take 8, going to 36.
36.
But then once it resolves, my life total now cannot change.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to pass after that.
Alrighty. I will untap.
I'm scared.
Yeah, board not looking so favorable for trying to rampant growth anymore. I will draw for turn. Alrighty, I'm going to add a basic swamp to my collection. And then I'm going to tap 3 for this Mana Gorger Hydra.
Hi, George.
Yeah, it's a bit of a combination with Vorinclex, hopefully.
It's a bit of a George.
It's a bit of a George.
Oh, and he's still got this Corpse Jack Menace in his hand.
I do.
I don't think he does.
I do.
That's a combination.
Then I've got 4 mana for a Corpse Jack Menace.
Oh, just as he predicted.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it won't be in play for this first trigger from casting a spell to +1/+1 counters on the Hydra. But any effects to the Menace.
I'm so glad that Elliot didn't have the Ozolith
And
the Kami.
Yeah.
This would have been absurd.
I have no effects.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it happens.
Last thing I'll be doing is tapping a white for a Garrison Cat.
The Mana Gorger gets 4 counters.
Yeah, so this is a 1/1 that when it dies will make a 1/1, but importantly, triggers the Mana Gorger. Would put 1, we'll get a twice that many. Boop. This is a 7/7.
7/7.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
Now,
not that bad.
as the owner of the affected permanent, you actually get to choose which.
Yeah, so I'll twice it and then I'll twice it.
Good. I think that's optimal.
I think that's
Thank
right.
you.
I mean, it would be dumb to twice it and then twice it.
Yeah,
twice
that
it.
would be stupid. Who would do that?
Right. And yeah, I think I have to leave my 4/4 with reach back? I don't know. Nothing really matters, but it's certainly not attacking. I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, I would like to parlay.
Oh,
Okay.
forgot about the parlay.
Oh, Rogue's Passage.
Mentor.
Excuse me?
This one's just +1.
Yeah, but you go +1, then double, then double.
Oh, really? Is that how that
and it's
works?
the same thing.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so you get
interesting.
two.
I'm going to gain 2 life.
Yeah,
you are.
Mana doesn't matter.
So Jan goes to 43.
Yep. All right.
Everybody's life total is so high.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter much. I'm going to untap. Draw this card. Hoo-hoo-hoo. I'll play this Isolated Chapel. I'm going to activate Sylvala. Let's parlay again.
Grim
Holy season! Oh my god.
I can't.
Who built this deck?
Some
So
jerk.
two
more?
2 green.
45.
45.
Okay.
As if I couldn't have hit those with this Fallen Shinobi.
As well, I imagine if I
mean-
had the Kami in play.
Is it possible for me to be the problem and Elliot to be the problem and Jan to be the problem?
Gee, guys. Why can't I be the problem?
Oh,
I'm
shut
just happy to be here, everybody. I'm going to spend this 2, and then we're going to go 3, 4, and 5. Why not? And I'm going to cast something else that has a huge booty. Fecund Green Shell.
This is a nice one.
So it's reach. As long as you control 10 or more lands. I don't. Creatures I control get +2/+2. And whenever a Fecund Turtle Green Shell or another creature I control with toughness greater than its power enters, like the top card of my library, if it's a land, I might put it into the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put it into my hand.
That's really good.
Trigger.
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 Yeah, there you go.
Me first.
Put 4 counters on it.
Just
Oh my
casually put
God.
another 4 on this thing.
That's going to get so much worse before it gets better.
It's not a big deal.
I will, I'll tap 2. And I will play the card that I just put into my hand, which is a Wall of Omens.
Ooh.
Woman's
Trigger, trigger, trigger. I'm gonna look at the top card.
My number 1 priority is getting rid of this Mana Gorger Hydra.
What do you mean? It doesn't do anything to you, dude.
Not a land. I will draw this card because the land would be furious. It's not. I like to go to combat because I have Pseudo Vigilance, and Elliot has a massive Mana Gorger Hydra.
I sure do.
I would like to attack Elliot for 7 in the air.
no blocks.
21.
That is 7 Betor damage. I
is.
will track that. That might matter.
Yeah, please do.
I would like to move to my end step. Trigger. 6, 13, 18, 22,
Ooh, 30.
30.
Not 40.
Okay.
More to go.
So you draw a card.
I draw a card and I untap my creatures.
Very good.
I do have to discard a card. I have infinity cards in my hands now.
Whoa. You got to discard infinity cards.
So for discard, I'm going to discard 2 planes that I've drawn off my Sylvala.
A pair.
This overground farmland. And a card that I don't think I need anymore. Guardian Project. Pretty sure I've drawn enough.
Probably.
Paladro.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
All right. Untap. I don't know what's going on anymore, but I'm drawing a card.
This game is spiraling.
It's doing something.
I will play this Rogue's Passage as my land for the turn. I'm going to tap 4. These are all colorless. This is a black. I'm going to cast this Grim Hireling. I'd like to move to combat and attack Jim with this Psychic Frog for 4.
Terrifying.
No blocks?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not ninjutsuing anything. So this and this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll make 2 treasure tokens and draw a card.
Oh.
Thank you. Treasure token. 2 of them, even.
Dose. Oh, sorry. You cast a Grim Hireling. I've got 4 more counters on this thing.
You don't actually have any proof of that.
You've made treasure.
Source? You have a source for that?
I'm going to tap this Kami of Whispered Hopes and use one of my treasures for a blue and a black to cast this Baleful Streaks.
Oh.
Trigger that. Draw a card.
Is that your removal spell?
Nope.
Very good.
I'm going to move to the end of my turn, and I'm going to discard Nashi, Moon Sage's Scion, and Rev Tithe Extractor. 2 Psychic Frogs specifically.
I was about to
Very
ask.
good.
That was my follow-up.
No, don't worry. I have 7 cards in my hand. I will pass.
Okay. Untap. Oh, sorry. End step. I'm going to mill 2.
Oh, okay.
Let's go Out of the Tombs and Blossoming Tortoise.
Okay. Okay.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, I think I just have to make this thing bigger, right?
Which thing?
Yeah, which one?
That thing.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Okay.
do whatever you like.
Let's cast Soul Ring.
Okay. Trigger. +4.
Trigger
my
this.
monster
The result of
grow.
this trigger is nothing.
Yes. You have lost life to the best of your ability.
Then I'm going to cast. Oh, we just do it. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10,
Oh, no.
Oh my god, it's an X spell.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
This is like Torment of Hailfire.
I would like to cast Finale of Devastation, X equals 14.
So. Okay, what is... Hang on. I've never seen this cast for more than like 4.
Search my library and or graveyard for a creature card with mana value X or less, put it onto the battlefield. If I search my library this way, shuffle. If X is 10 or more, creatures I control get +X/+X and haste until end of turn.
So there is also a trigger
Yes.
from Teval for him
Teval.
to take 16.
Yes.
So,
If you remove the Empyrean, he'll take 16 and be at...
and then maybe I don't die, but he probably gets a second flyer and then attacks me with Teval and the flyer. Who
Well,
knows?
Tevel will be gone if it gets removed.
Yes.
Oh, no, I guess
No.
it's the platinum. Yeah.
Oh, I've got a Mana Gorger trigger.
In response to the Mana Gorger trigger,
Your horses there, pal.
Horse size.
colorless and a black from this treasure. I would like to Baleful Mastery targeting Platinum Empyrean. I'm going to target Jim. You get to draw the card if you want.
Nice. I should have left up one of these two so that I could sack it in response to an exile spell, but
Yeah.
I will. Okay, yeah. So that happens.
So, trigger.
Yes. Trigger.
God,
yeah,
okay,
we should
up
resolve
to
this correctly.
this. Yeah.
Okay. Trigger.
Yeah.
Then Baleful Mastery happens. This gets exiled, then I draw a card.
Yes.
Then we've got another trigger.
Then
Then I lose 16 life.
yes,
I go
down
to 20. And now Finale of Devastation.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I have no effects to that.
Okay. I'm going to get Colossal Grave Reaver off of the Finale of Devastation.
As one does.
Yes.
And then all of your creatures are going to get +14.
Plus 14, plus
and
14,
haste.
and haste.
Okay.
This has an ETB trigger. I'm going to mill 3 cards. Forest, a Satyr Wayfinder, and an Entish Restoration. And whenever one or more creature cards are put into my graveyard from my library, I can put one of them onto the battlefield. Satyr Wayfinder is a creature, so I'll put it onto the battlefield.
Yeah.
That one does.
That's true, yeah. And when it enters, I'll reveal the top 4 cards of my library. I can put a land card from among them and the rest in the graveyard. Land from among them into my hand and the rest in the graveyard.
This guy's super late to the party.
Oh, but like he's gonna hit.
But he's going to hit another creature.
4 cards. Talisman of Dominance, Cephalid Coliseum, Omniscience, and Hydroid Crisis.
That's a good one.
That'll hit the graveyard.
0.
It'll enter
Yeah.
and then die.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it also gets half that many counters.
Yes. Does anything happen when things die? Or enter? No?
No.
No? Okay.
This makes a long one.
So I can put a land into my hand. So I'll put the Cephalid Coliseum into my hand.
Got it.
Pretty good.
So these have +14, and haste. I'm going to activate Skull Prophet to mill 2. Swamp. Hinterland Harbor.
Okay. All right.
Well, that was like as bad as it could have been,
Okay.
I think, for me.
For you, yes.
For me.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, I'm going to move to combat. I have deliberated, and I'm going to swing in the air at Jan for many.
41.
40.
It's 40, yeah, because they deal bite damage.
Yeah.
This has a trigger, so I will mill 3 cards. Incarnation Technique, Hedron Crab. Oh, a nice solid blocker in my good friend Hedron Crab.
Hedron Crab.
I got 40 in the air coming at you, Jan.
Right.
20 of it has lifelink.
20 of it is also randomly commander damage.
Yes.
Also
That's,
true.
yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, I will block. Sorry, Flumph. I'm going to put you in front of Teval.
Okay.
When he has dealt damage, me and target opponent each draw a card. You
He attacked you.
I'm gonna give Bill. I'm gonna give the other.
Nobody
LePage.
ever gives me cards.
Cards.
This is great. It's even a land.
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Flump down, and Jen takes
Yes.
20.
Yeah. I go to 25.
Then that's going to be it for me. Go ahead.
On your end step.
Okay.
Because I don't trust Elliot to not attack me.
You don't even die if I attack you.
How big is this thing?
35.
Yeah, I die.
You have a million toughness.
And then what? Okay. So on Jim's end step, I would like to path the Hydra. Trigger.
Oh, trigger. Yep.
Imagine if it was swords.
Gonzo. Yeah. Oh,
I still would have done it.
Yeah.
I would have done it.
I will find a basic.
Yep.
Off the Path to Exile, I will get another forest. Continue to my turn.
Correct.
Joop. All right. There's no Platinum Empyrean. Jan is a little further away from 40.
Yes.
Am I scared of Jim now?
I do have a Hedron crab.
And this
Yeah,
guy.
that thing is
Yeah.
And this, there's a lot.
I do have a Hedron crab.
I will say Bill also has a fallen shinobi, just so he doesn't feel left out.
Yeah,
Just so we're talking
I
about
have
him.
Elliot's Kami of Whispered Hopes.
Yes.
Oh.
I will draw for turn. Oh, I'm the goat. I drew another forest. I'm going to try surviving a turn cycle. That's my goal, gamers.
Me too.
Lightning Greaves.
Oh.
Green and a white Conclave Mentor. These are the homies over here. These are
Yep.
doing the same thing. Oh, actually, I can't stack them up because I'm about to also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recast my commander, Felothar.
You can pop the gears.
Dawn.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the goal.
He can pop the Conclave Mentor.
Gain 2 life.
Click.
ETB.
Yep.
Sacrifice a non-land permanent. It will be this Garrison Cat. I put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control.
And make a cat. Or make a human soldier.
Oh, do I make it first? No, right?
No.
So 1 becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 8.
Yep.
So I'd like to put 8 on all of these things.
I mean, that's a lot.
And then he can Lightning Greaves and do it again.
It's my blockers. Oh, I could
you
Lightning Greaves
attack?
and do it again. You're right. It's on attack as well. Oh, I didn't think this far ahead. Man.
That's pretty good.
That is very
pretty
Attack
good.
with like that and 1 or 2 creatures and then leave a couple back that are huge.
Then I'd like to actually move the Lightning Greaves to my commander, Felothar, Dawn of the Abzan. And I'd like to go to combat, because for some reason this also says, or attacks.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Jim,
Really good, actually.
for almost killing me, I would like to almost kill you. Declare an attack, trigger. So I'm going to sacrifice the human soldier,
Okay.
which puts another 8 counters on everything.
You need more dice?
Maybe. Yeah, so this is what it looks like now. Felothar is a 19 with trample.
Oh, it's got trample?
He does. He has innate trample, and also he's a modified creature.
Double
so it's
trample.
trample.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
Okay, so you're 21.
19
I'll go to 21.
Felidar damage. 21. Somewhere under here, one of these is a Kodama. I would like to Rampant Growth.
Yep.
This Rampant Growth is finding me another Plains.
Hell yeah.
And cross my fingers.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm going to parlay.
Oh, I gain life off this, right?
Berserk.
Villainous Wealth.
Arcane Signet. Did he say Berserk?
He did say Berserk.
Ooh, you're lucky you didn't draw that before combat. Because I would be dead.
he would have berserked it,
Yeah.
killed.
I'm
Yeah.
tapped out.
Okay.
I guess it had trap. It's
Oh,
fine.
it had shrew.
Yeah.
That too.
Draw.
That too.
Okay. Well, I'll play a forest. I would like to continue to parlay. Make some friends.
Yeah.
Hedge maze.
Gyruda.
Bristly Bill.
That's me.
Oh boy.
Okay. So I have 2 green.
And you gain
And
some
I'll
life.
go to 30.
You gained some life on the last part.
Yes, I gained 3 on the
30?
last one. So I'm at 30. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Spend the 2. And I'm going to play everybody's favorite jellyfish.
It's not fun.
Glunch.
Oh, it's Glunch.
I'm a Glunch fan.
My more attractive and more successful son.
Trigger Fecund Green Shell.
Yep.
Put it in my hand. It's not a land.
That's derived information. Write that down.
It's derived information. Okay. I'm going to tap a black and a green And I'm a new Assassin's Trophy, your reach guy. Get it out of
Wherever
here.
he is.
Also, yeah, okay.
Dead thing. I search for another land.
Yeah, you got it. This one comes into
Untapped.
play untapped.
With a basic land type. Or no, sorry, a basic land
Basic
card.
land
I'm thinking of a different one.
Right.
Yeah,
Off the Assassin's Trophy, I will find Forest.
seems good. Okay. I would like to move to combat then. Let's send Betor at Elliot. I'm going to send Doran at Jim. And Fecund at Jim as well.
I no longer have a blocker, so I'll be taking 7 flying.
Oh, yeah.
4 unit of damage. I'd like to tap 3, and I would like to flash in Stone Skin to give Betor plus 10.
I would like to take 17 damage and go to 4.
It's commander damage, right?
It's commander damage.
have I-
You're dead. Yeah, I took 7 before.
I die.
Okay.
Oh,
Well then.
Okay, Elliot dead. I'm taking 11.
yes.
I got a tap.
I would like to move to my end step, and I have 2
40
triggers.
now, I would assume.
Hang on. Here you go.
Oh, right.
2 triggers. We did count and did the math. I'm at 41. So I have a Glunch trigger and I have a Betor trigger. So Glunch says, beginning of my end step, choose a player, put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature they control, choose a second player to draw a card, then choose a third player to make 2 treasure tokens. Bill, I would like for you to draw a card. Jim, you can have 2+1/+1 counters.
Really?
I'll make 2 treasures.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you target the creature or do I target the creature?
You choose.
You choose.
I have some dice.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Let's go. I'm going to put him on Teval.
Then my second trigger is I will draw a card, untap all my creatures, and then I will have every opponent's life total
Rounded up, right?
rounded up.
Okay.
So I lose 16.
I'll go to 5. Bill goes to 15.
go to 15.
We got to kill Jan.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
I know, I attacked him for 40 last turn.
It's true. You did.
You did.
Let's discard a planes. I'd like to pass.
Okay. We'll untap.
Whatever it is, I don't like it.
I'll draw a card. I'm going to play this forest as my land for the turn. And then I think I'm just going to move to combat and see what happens. I'm going to attack Jan with Baleful Strix. And Jim, my sincerest apologies. I'm going to attack you with the Grim Hireling for 2, thanks to Doran. I am just trying to get...
I got a block.
Okay, very good.
Man, if this Wall of Omens had reach, I would block. It doesn't, so
All right.
I will take 1.
Second one.
Okay,
Go to 29. Trigger Grim Hireling.
9. Grim Hireling makes 2 treasure tokens. No other triggers occur. I'm going to do the thing.
What's the thing?
Green, black, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You casting your commander?
Colorless when it matters. I'm going to cast this Villainous Wealth.
Oh, targeting Elliot?
I would love to target Elliot. I was actually going to do that if he
Yeah.
didn't die. This is X equals 5. It's not the most impressive thing in the world, but it will be targeting Jan to hopefully give me some blockers.
Equals 5. Okay.
Fix.
No,
I
go
have
for
no
it.
fix. All right.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Okay.
I can cast
Sylvan
any number of
Caryatid.
spells.
Okay.
Orin Fang. Oh, that's really good. Orin Frostfang.
X or less.
Land.
Runic Armasaur.
These are some butts.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
All right.
I will cast all of the things that I can cast.
Sick. That's all of them.
Yeah, I may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana
Love
costs.
to have those.
I'm going to make 3 dudes.
No cast or ETB triggers.
Nope.
No. I will be moving to the end of my turn, but before I do that, I'm going to discard some cards to Psychic Frog. I'm going to discard this island, as well as a card that does not do much while Doran the Siege Tower is in play, Berserk. So that'll put 2 counters.
funny.
That's good.
Yeah, that'll put 2 counters onto Psychic Frog, because I no longer have a doubler, but also the Vorinclex doesn't exist. So,
Cool.
I'll pass.
Elliot's cards giveth and Elliot's cards taketh away.
That's true.
Taketh.
Get taketh to Wade.
Okay, so I'm going to untap. I got nothing in my upkeep, so I will draw a card. Okay, I'm going to play my land for turn, which is Cephalid Coliseum. It triggers Hedron Crab, and I will mill 3 cards. Forest, Eternity Vessel, and a swamp. I've hit so many lands. Off of
We
these
did
mills.
it. We made it.
Then I'm going to activate Cephalid Coliseum, sacrificing it to draw 3 cards, then discard 3 cards.
Okay.
Are you sure you have 7 cards in your graveyard?
I have much many. Draw 3.
Ironically, it's not as much as you think.
Would you believe that all 3 of these cards are lands?
Yes, I would. Discard them. Prove us.
Yeah.
Okay. Swamp, Dreamer, Cascade, and Overgrown Tomb.
I thought they were. Now he's 3 lands, LePage.
Yeah, but
it's a
now
bad kind
when
of
you
third
play a
land.
land and you mill,
I just played a land.
Yeah,
It was my
next turn.
Cephalid Coliseum. Next turn.
I don't know if there's
Something tells me there's not going to be a next turn. Okay, I'm going to do some things. I will now mill 2 from Skull Prophet,
I'm going to draw a card off of Runic Armasaur.
Barrowgoyf, and Drown in Dreams. Barrowgoyf hits the battlefield. This creature's power is equal to the number of card types in all graveyards, and its toughness is equal to that many plus 1. It's a Tarmogoyf effect. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I can mill that many cards, and if I do, I put a creature from among them into my hand. So, okay, now I'm going to do something that's a little funky. Chat, you're going to have to trust me that this works the way that I say it works.
We checked it out.
We checked it out. I'm going to declare a spell. That spell's name is Villainous Wealth.
It's the name of the... That's Berserk. It's the name of the movie.
So this taps for Sultai. Then we've got my entire graveyard,
Yeah.
which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19... 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and so here's the way it works, okay? So when you cast a spell, you have to do a certain number of steps in a certain order. It starts with declaring the spell. Then there's a whole bunch of other stuff like choosing targets.
Yeah, Phil, put them up on the screen.
I'm choosing Jan as a target.
Oh, no. Yep.
So towards the end of casting this spell, I have to pay for costs. So that's when I'm going to activate my mana abilities of my lands, my creature, my Sol Ring. I'm going to delve. And I'm also going to activate the ability of Phyrexian Tower to sacrifice Teval, sending it to the command zone to add 2 black. Because I've done this during casting the spell, it doesn't see when the spell is cast. So it allows me to delve, but I don't have to incur the downside. And X on Villainous Wealth is going to be 27.
I was so confident here. Hey everybody, it's Jim. This is actually the way that this used to work, but in 2025, what I'm about to do here does not work. I've got it mostly correct, but let's just talk about the steps of casting a spell. I actually execute steps 1 through 3 flawlessly. Beautiful. And I do step 4 correctly, but this is where it gets tricky. I correctly activate the mana ability of Phyrexian Tower in step 4, but this causes a big problem. Teval won't be around in step 5 to give Villainous Wealth delve because I sacrificed it during the mana ability activation. What should happen here is because I can't pay the cost I declared in step 3, everything reverses, the spell gets taken off the stack, and the card goes back to my hand. So the bottom line is, I do this wrong in the game, but there's not a whole lot of game left, so it probably doesn't affect the outcome. So stick around to the end. Huge shout out to Michael Hill from Judge Foundry for helping us out with this ruling.
Okay.
Are you targeting me?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gone looking through this big stack of cards.
Yeah.
Jan has exiled the lands because I can't do anything with those.
And a single spell that does nothing.
Yeah, a spell that'll do nothing. I've got a bunch of creatures that really are not going to impact the board state immediately. Those things are Elder Gargaroth, Shalai Voice of Plenty, Courser of Krufix, Fabro Elder, 6, Arasta, and Overgrown Battlement. We got a few rocks in Talisman of Hierarchy, Talisman of Resilience, and Arcane Signet, and a Planeswalker, Huatli the Sun's Heart, which enters with 7 loyalty.
Wow.
We've also got a creature in Carven Caryatid that enters, and I draw a card. And we've done these a little bit out of order. Technically, I'm supposed to choose targets for everything. I haven't looked at that card that I'm drawing, but I've got to choose some targets and decide what I'm going to do with these. So let's go Kintree Severance. I'm going to exile target creature with mana value 3 or greater. Goodbye, Betor. I've got an Anguished Unmaking something. Let's say goodbye, Doran. No, Glunch. I've got a Nature's Lore and Rampant Growth, which I'm going to do right now. So off of those 2 land tutors, I'm going to get Zagoth Triome and an island. Those will both enter tapped. So we've chosen targets for Anguished Unmaking and Kintree Severance. Then I'm going to cast Last March of the Ents as my last thing. So Last March of the Ents will see 6 toughness off of Colossal Grave Reaver, and I will draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then you may put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield.
From my hand onto the battlefield. 6.
As if it's not legendary.
We'll call it 12.
It is legendary.
It's legendary.
Yeah, you know what? I am going to put 6 onto the battlefield. Legend rule, it'll go to my graveyard. Wow, would you believe only 2 creatures? The next one is Gyruda, Doom of Depths. So when that enters, each player mills 4. Yep.
Okay.
And then, but keep them separate so I know which ones they are.
What a bunch of mana.
Okay, so I'm milling no creatures. Mesmeric Orb, Rejuvenating Springs, Traumatize, and a Forest.
I have Indomitable Ancients, which is just a 2/12, and Baldin Century Herdmaster.
Do either of those have even mana costs?
Nope.
Okay,
Both.
Bill-
Oh, yeah, they do actually. They're both.
Bill, you've got Overgrown Tomb, Farseek Island, Sol Ring.
yes.
I don't care about those. Give me the bigger one. Bigger mana cost. They're both 6?
Yeah, that one's bigger.
This one? Okay.
6, yeah.
We've got Baldin Sentry Herdmaster. This is as long as it's my turn, each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And when did it attack? Oh, it's E Honda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're totally doing this out of order, but I am responding to these
Targets.
targets.
Oh, yeah, right.
Specifically.
There's just so much going on. Like, I'll do it when it's the correct time to do it.
Yep.
So, Command Tower.
Nature's lore.
Island.
Okay, we'll gain a life. Go to 30.
And 1 green.
So, Jim goes to 2
Yes, he loses 3 life off of
loses
the
3
Anguished
life.
Unmaking.
off the English I'm making.
But you gain 2 off of the lands ramping
lands
from
entering.
Courser of Krufix being in play.
Yes.
All right, so you're at 4.
And you
Maybe.
play with the
4.
top card of your library revealed thanks to the same creature.
Yes.
Yours are also that.
It's Death Begets Life.
Sorry, you also mill, or you have 2 Hedron Crowd triggers.
Oh, I do,
from
right.
that as well.
So I'll mill Death Begets Life and Entomb.
It's
Hedron Crowd is 3
each.
each.
time.
Oh, yeah, 3 each, right. So Rise of the Dark Realms. And the second one is going to be Forest, Woodland Cemetery, and Life from the Loam.
Okay.
And now the card on top is Basic Force.
It is a basic forest. Okay, I believe the stack is empty.
I hope so.
I think so.
Potentially.
I'm going to tap 2 to cast Arcane Signet from my hand. Then tap another 2 to cast Lightning Greaves. Ooh. That's pretty funny. I'm going to attach the Lightning Greaves to Faber Elder.
Yeah.
Okay, and what I'm actually going to do is move the Lightning Greaves to Baldin. I just realized that I have an E Honda in play. Then I'm going to move to combat. And I would like to attack Jan for with these 3 creatures. This is Hedron Crab, Colossal, Grave Reaver, and E Honda.
Okay.
It triggers, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards in my hand. So all my attacking creatures.
No, it has to target.
Oh, it targets. Yeah, it's fine. So I'll target Hedron Crab and Colossal Grave Reaver to give them each lots.
Plus 12.
Plus 12, plus 12. Well, it's plus 0, plus 12, but they're dealing damage equal to their butts.
Yeah.
Correct.
So 14 and 18.
Yeah. I don't want to live in a world where I don't control my own butts. Yeah. I mean, like, I could block, but then I just play a thing and pass. So
Yeah.
I'm going to die.
Okay.
All my stuff goes away.
Interesting.
Oh, that is interesting.
Very, interesting.
Okay, well, it's all the stuff that has white borders. I should have activated Huatli before.
It was possible that he doesn't die.
Yeah, it's possible.
It is possible.
It's all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
And then I have to discard to hand size, and I'm going to discard Forest, Breeding Pool, Yavimaya Coast, Underground Stadium, and that's it.
Okay. I'm going to untap and ask you a simple question. Do you have any flyers?
He does not any
untapped.
longer.
Okay. I will actually do this because it's funnier. I'm going to pay 1 to put Aqueous Form onto Psychic Frog. Enchanted creature can't be blocked whenever it attacks Scry 1. I would like to move to combat and attack Jim for 7 unblockable.
I will not block.
Absolutely.
That's why this card's too good.
Yeah, Aqueous Form, we should ban it.
And I'm
Actually.
gonna die.
Frog.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
The board was
Villainous well.
stalled for such a long time.
Yeah.
Because you had gigantic stuff.
No, my stuff had like flying or reach, so I was just like dying if I like. So I didn't swing out on that turn because I was just dying to the other 2 players if I kill somebody there. So my perceived out was blocking.
Yeah.
I had I don't remember what it's called now. It's like damning verdict or something, which is destroy all creatures without counters. And I also had a Necrom as well. And I could cast neither because I did not have 1,000,000 mana. But yeah, if I live another turn, I also win that game.
Yeah. I feel like I was kneecapped by milling so many lands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the reason why I went for this Colossal Grave Maw or whatever it's called is just because I was hoping to get like 3 creatures out of it and ended up getting 1, and it was a Satyr Wayfinder.
Fun, he can crap.
And then
Yeah, it was 2.
Yeah, I ended up with like low impact stuff instead of the bigger stuff that I wanted. The Villainous Wealth, obviously very good.
It was very good.
There was like maybe a world where I can sequence that a little bit more effectively, but I also didn't want to sit here for an
So
hour
much
gaming
more.
things out.
Yeah.
Villainous Wealth is just like one of those spells that is just like, you know what, just fire it off. Shoot from there. If it's wrong, we'll figure it out later.
It's usually the last spell you cast.
If it's wrong, the comments will tell me
comments
how.
will.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
We'll roll the tape back and we'll see how it is. But
Teval actually doesn't even work that way anyway, so you were dead when you cast it. So
That would be really fun. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, you get to see all the cards in my deck. There's a lot of good ones. A lot
Oh,
of
boy.
X
There were a
riffs.
lot of cards.
Yeah, my out that I was hoping to get, this deck apparently doesn't play Heroic Intervention. So write that down, Aaron, for next time. And my second draw off of Parlay on my turn would have been it's a Reckoning Wave, where it's each creature fights itself.
that's funny with big butts.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Yeah.
very funny with big butts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't want to fight yourself, toss your stuff in game getting products. I don't know how that works, but it'll protect you. They're really good at protecting stuff. We love GameGenic. They make the best stuff in the market. It'll protect you if you have to fight yourself. We'll say that much about it.
Yeah.
We also want to thank Burrito Spandito for feeding the spikes today. The stuff that they dropped off was really great. It was like burritos, and it was guac, and it was green salsa, and it was really good stuff.
Chorizo burrito.
Yeah, I personally really like the chorizo burrito.
Mole's
We had a
good.
lot of our guests really loved the mole. So go check them out. 5 Winnipeg locations. And we also want to let you know that if you want to join as a patron, there's a bunch of cool benefits. 1, you can join our Discord. A lot of cool people on our Discord. 2, you can get access to all of these games 1 day early. 3, if you're a $10 or more patron, you can get an extra episode every month. We actually release 1 extra episode that's just for $10 and up patrons. And 4, you actually get access to pre-orders for merch. And that's really relevant right now. Because we have a bunch of really cool merch in the pipeline, and you're not going to want to miss it. You get access to these dice. Everybody wants these dice. That's how you get them. Be a patron. You get access to the shop like a couple days early. So with that, we'll catch you next time.